This is Would You Rather Pick a Side. Shout out to Pick a Side. If you don't, if you don't know him, you know him now. Just watch him, subscribe, and all that good shit.
I'm glad that you shouted out Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson has exceeded all of my expectations. And last year we saw an offensive jump, but I questioned whether we could see it translate to winning basketball. And this season, I've said it on multiple occasions, I can only do nothing but sing the praises of Jaren Jackson. So I would love to do a Would You Rather Jaren Jackson edition. Jaren Jackson been one of the best players in the league this season, all-star. I think it's deserved. So, first name up. One of the best players in the league this season, all-star. I think it's deserved. So, first name up. Would you rather Jaren Jackson or Bam Adebayo?
Jaren Jackson Jr.
I would take Jaren.
Also taking Jaren, but shout out to my brother Bam. He's getting back.
Would you rather Jaren Jackson or Paolo Banchero?
What'd you say?
He's younger.
Ooh. I'm taking Paulo.
I think to lead a team, this is actually tough.
I'm going with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Ooh, I'm
believing in Paulo's
Paulo
upside.
or Jaren?
I'm believing in him as an offensive player, as a playmaker, as a number one option.
I
got Paulo.
Loved Jaren all year. I've been singing his praises all year. Give me the long-term potential of Banchero.
Jaren's been better this year, though. No doubt.
Facts,
no doubt.
Facts.
Would you rather Jaren Jackson or Alperen Sengun?
Jaren Jackson, I'm not thinking.
I would take Jaren.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Would you rather Jaren Jackson or Carl Anthony Towns?
I'm taking
Carl
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson
Woo! We'll take Carl.
Jesus.
The defense, I think Jaren will forever be better, and I don't think he has to put up.
I'm
the
thinking
same
Cat.
offensive
Cat's a
output.
dog.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been
it's
saying
not that
that, though.
easy because Cat has been one of the best bigs in basketball.
He's just so bad defensively.
But I mean, kind of the same thing like we just talked about with Paulo. Like I think Cat is having at least a better offensive season than Jaren, but Jaren can win DPOY this year.
Jaren Jackson or Chet Holmgren?
I'll take Chet.
Chet.
Right now it's Jaren Jackson Jr.
Facts.
Ooh.
But I'll take Chet.
Chet has more potential though. Like maybe next year he'll be better. But do I think if Jaren was on OKC right now they'd be a better team? Yes, I do.
Jaren Jackson or Evan Mobley?
These dudes are on pace to have 70 wins. How much better are they going to be, bro?
Without him.
I know. If they had Chet, they may have won 75.
I know, but I'm saying they're doing this without him.
Evan.
Comfortably, Evan Mobley.
Very comfortably.
I'm going with Evan Mobley.
Jaren Jackson or Jared Allen?
Comfortably
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jaren Jackson or Kristaps Porzingis?
Comfortably Jaren Jackson.
When healthy, if they're at their absolute best,
Taking KP.
I think it's KP.
take
I
the
think
younger
it is
guy.
KP as well, though.
I'm gonna take the younger guy.
It is
fair.
close.
I'm there, I'm Jaren.
Next name up.
I'm not a Jaren Jackson fan.
Do I want to get crazy? I don't think I
I was
want
gonna
to.
say
Jackson Hayes.
No, come on. Jaren Jackson or DeMontis Sabonis?
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
I would take Jackson.
Jeez.
Just defensively,
Sabonis has been amazing this year defensively for his standards.
it's nowhere close.
For his standards, yeah. For
But
sure.
offensively,
He's been a
it's
good
not
defender, though, in
close.
general.
As a passer,
Offensively,
yes. Yeah, as a passer.
offensively.
No, yeah, the passer thing moves me. I'll be honest though, Jaren can score with the ball in his hands in the post, left hook, left block, right block, going left. He has the
So can Sabonis.
he has the dribble pull up. Like
He doesn't have
Jaren,
that.
Jaren is a better ball handler. Like scoring,
The defense is a separator for me.
it's a gap. It's a seismic.
I think
He's
I'm
been
taking
incredible.
Jaren.
All right, that's it.
Taking Jaren.
I just have a couple other surprises and disappointments. Russell Westbrook would definitely be in my surprise group. I feel like I might be a bit premature because I said before the season that I think for the regular season he's going to be fantastic. But for the playoffs, I am concerned, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself. And we talked about them already, but even though the Cavs are so great, I did not think the Cavs had any chance to win like 67 games. And that's what basically they're on pace for right now. So I think the Cavs deserve a ton of credit too, because we're just talking about them like, yeah, the best team in the East. They could go toe-to-toe with the Boston Celtics, but there were not a lot of people in the preseason who thought the Cleveland Cavaliers could win 65-plus games, be a number one seed, and be a real threat to Boston. So I want to give them their flowers. Disappointments, I have the Timberwolves and Julius Randle. I think they go hand in hand because Randle, the cat for Randle trade is a reason why they are disappointments. But even still, we thought this was going to be a team that could compete in the West, can be a minimum a top 6 seed, and they're a team right now that's fighting for a playing spot. They're a team that 9 and 9 out, you don't know what you're going to get from them. They just lost to a Dame and Giannis-less Bucks team last night where Ant Edwards was playing. Of course, the Cavs are phenomenal, but goddamn, should you be getting blown out by 25 points to the Cleveland Cavaliers? I think you're a better team than that. So the fact that they're in the situation they are now, of course, the Cat trade is looking like a mistake, but even still, that's the team that I thought was going to be better.
I want to do a podcast, bro.
Yes,
I want to have like an actual podcast. Like I have one. I want to do like an actual.
I'm looking at the Franz and Paulo thing just to see if I'm getting this information correctly. So, Paulo in isolation, 29% of the time he's in isolation versus I think Franz is I think at point it's weird how this is modeled pretty much, but they're just saying Franz's player comparisons and the player comparison thing that he made was J-Dub, Kuminga, RJ, Scotty, and Miles Bridges, and their average distance from the basket is from 12 and it varies to like 11, where Paulo and his average distance is much further than the basket, and he's more similar to archetypes like Brandon Ingram and Luka, guys who like dominate the ball. And I think the Ingram comp could be a good comp for Paulo.
You don't
I
like the
do
Luka
think.
comp?
I feel like it's his floor.
No. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Brandon Ingram hasn't really lived up to his potential, but Franz has him beat in basically possessions as a pick and roll ball handler, spot up.
Makes sense.
And then Paulo has him beat as like roll man possessions and then isolation possessions.
That makes sense to me, though.
Yeah, that's what makes up the bulk of his offensive usage.
I know Paulo's like a hybrid where like he's like a 3-4, but he still is, in all intensive purposes, a forward. He's still a forward. He's still going to have a majority of his opportunities rolling to the basket or those type of situations. So I'm not surprised at that.
I made a list of the top 5 best and worst free agents. No, sorry, not free agents.
Just signings.
The signings, yes. Free agent signings from the off seasons.
My fault,
technically,
yo.
yes. So the best honorable mention, I had Derek Jones Jr. I couldn't put him in here just because I think Max Christie, if he continues to play like this, is going to be a phenomenal signing. $8 million
It's a
for the
great
next
contract,
4 years, $32 million for a starting player is a steal. Najee Marshall.
Christie on the Lakers. Oh, shut the fuck up, Drew. You're a bitch.
He wasn't really doing much before this season.
No.
His
But
last,
I was
like,
talking
7
about
games,
this
though,
season,
before he got
though.
traded.
He's been
Yeah,
balling
I
with
was
the
talking
Mavs,
about
though.
no.
He's been playing
the
great,
Mavs
yeah.
due to necessity for sure.
Exactly.
Wait, but
Max
I
Christie.
had a coach on mine.
Okay,
It's
Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, I thought him was easily the best
Yeah.
signing of the summer.
I mean,
JJ?
100% for what he did.
They had
JJ's
44 wins.
I mean, they're.
Compared to what we were last year.
Give JJ Redick that Cavs roster.
Yeah.
I mean, we were what, 32
I
and
agree.
20,
You said what?
something like that, right?
Give JJ Redick that Cavs
Yeah,
roster.
no, we've been great.
What about?
Comparative
They'd be
to
number
last
one
season is
in
what
the
I
East,
mean.
too.
Mostly,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Nah,
Maybe it's hypothetical.
Kenny,
Yeah, I don't know.
you're right. I don't want to. Shame on me for putting JJ in the same light as Kenny
I
Atkinson.
think JJ's been brilliant this year.
But JJ's been amazing.
I think Kenny Atkinson is a pretty good.
No,
decision.
no doubt. But no, shame on me. Kenny,
Like if you give Kenny Atkinson the Lakers roster, I don't know. Maybe,
tell me what happens.
Maybe they're the same where they're at. Maybe a little lower.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't think a coach can come in and just replicate 44 wins from a team that was.
it written in the stars for Mobley to take this leap, or do you think Kenny is a huge part of that? I
that was the
agree.
reason they
I
hired
agree.
him.
I agree.
They hired him for Evan Mobley.
I agree with that.
The
So, which is
whole-
why I say Kenny
the whole
to.
point of it was to get Kenny Atkinson to develop Mobley into that number 2 guy. That was what he's drafted
and
for.
it's working.
Yeah, this is Chris Bosh with defense. That's his
Chris Bosh.
offensive-
Chris Bosh did play defense though, but not to this
I'm
level.
saying I'm talking about Toronto. Chris
Yo,
Bosh.
I was playing 2K yesterday and I was playing 3v3.
Whoa, what's wrong? Chris Bosh Hall of Famer.
I said I was talking about Chris Bosh in Toronto.
He was even better.
He
Not
was.
on defense.
No, he locked in on defense in Miami.
That's when he became a better defense.
He was golden in Toronto.
Yeah, I
though.
was saying
Bro.
like that Move's gonna have
I
that
know.
offensive.
I
team.
need my,
Defense
like-
I was
a
playing.
demon.
I was playing 2K yesterday. I was playing.
I need my
threes,
toenails
One of my
clipped,
teammates
bro.
kept throwing me lobs, and I was getting mad because that's not my build. I'm
Like
not. I'm a
what?
center, but I can't. I'm not catching lobs, and I had the other team dying because you could hear each other when you guys play the other team. So
Yep.
people were talking shit, and this team was talking shit to me. They were insulting me the entire game.
That's rude.
But I made them laugh with this commentary because my teammates over here in transition throwing me a goddamn lob when I'm open, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, I'm not Blake Griffin, I'm Chris Bosh, bro. I was like, stop throwing me lobs. I'm Chris Bosh.
That's real.
Who
Yeah.
deserves their number retired more in Miami? Chris Bosh or Jimmy Butler?
Chris Bosh.
The fuck kind of question was that? Chris.
He's a champion.
I understand both points. It'd be Chris Bosh. It has to be.
Damn.
He
He
retired.
has some
before.
stinkers though.
I'm sorry. No.
Chris Bosh. The reason why
No.
I say that because
He had to sacrifice the most.
no,
did sacrifice
the
the
whole
What does that have to do with anything?
He
Chris
could
Bosh
have
had
got.
the-
He just could have got numbers in
All right, you
Toronto.
know what? Facts.
that-
Kevin Love again. His number
No,
retired
it's
in
different.
Cleveland.
Chris Bosh
Chris
had
Bosh
to
is much more
convert.
impactful.
Chris Bosh converted.
You all forget the
right.
stop that Kevin Love had. I'm sorry, he's just shit talking K
I'm saying
Love.
Chris Bosh converting the center. You know this better
Nah,
than
you're
anybody.
right, you're right.
Changed
It
the
did
whole
change.
dynamic
It did.
of the Miami Heat.
Shout out to
victory.
Spo,
Him
man.
being able to be a rim protector and a defensive,
Didn't he get the rebound and pass it out to
He
Ray
did.
Allen?
He absolutely did.
Yeah,
How
just
about the
that play.
stop?
No, that's
The
Greg
stop on Steph Curry?
That's Greg Popovich's fault because
Yeah, he took Tim Duncan
It
out.
don't matter. Just that play.
Yeah,
All right, how about
that's
Kevin
like,
Love in
Nico
space
Harrison, Trey
saying,
Luka.
come on, Steph Curry, let's go. Are you kidding me?
Kevin Love
Oh, cut the
underperformed.
bullshit.
Kevin Love,
Steph Curry.
Oh,
just
fuck.
that play.
Yeah,
These
All right,
niggas
how
are
about
hilarious.
Kevin
Like,
Love in
Nico
space
Harrison, Trey
saying,
Luka.
come on, Steph Curry, let's go. Are you kidding me?
Steph is hurt.
Kevin Love
Oh, cut the
underperformed.
bullshit.
Steph's hurt. Steph's
Kevin Love underperformed in every single playoffs.
Agreed.
Every time. And then in the
Do you
finals,
think-
he got
think I give a fuck?
he got his fucking chain snatched.
Draymond, he was guarded
No,
by
I
Draymond.
know, but he got his chain snatched in every big matchup. I swear to God.
Oh, really? How
Kevin
about
Love.
the big matchup versus Steph Curry on the perimeter?
That
for
one
the chip?
possession,
For the
yes,
chip.
hurt.
for
For
sure.
the chip.
For sure, he gets
He was
credit for
hurt.
that. Chris Bosh actually
And
played
Tristan
really
Thompson.
well.
Yo, Steph Curry needs to look in the mirror.
He won 4. More God.
Even though Chris Bosh's numbers
Me
didn't
too.
always
I'll
represent
take my
what
shoe.
he added to the team. But okay, the
Next
next
to say he deserves a number retired more than
over Jimmy Butler,
nuts.
yes.
Nuts.
Jimmy Butler won a championship.
It doesn't matter to me.
And if it wasn't for Chris Bosh's blood clots, he was on trajectory to
Really
even
nice.
have
No,
a
you're right.
post
You're
future
right.
Miami.
Really
I
nice
agree with
career,
that.
man.
I agree
Yeah.
with
I
that
mean,
wholeheartedly.
His last year, I think he was 19.
6.
Second round.
7 to Toronto. It was 6 or 7. 7. They went to 7 in Toronto. No Bosh.
I'm
They probably
tweaking.
would've-
He averaged 21 that year.
Yes.
He was
But
right.
if they had Bosh that series, they probably win that. They definitely win that. I'm tweaking.
Yeah, blood clots is insane.
All right, yeah, that's Pick a Side right there. Everyone go like, subscribe to Pick a Side, bro. I love them. Show them love. Follow them, all of them, bro. Good shit.